Today we are almost one third of 2022 అయిపోతుంది. ఇంకా స్కిన్లో అవేర్నెస్ ఉన్నది అంటే ఉంది లేదంటే లేదు అనమాట. ఎందుకంటే చాలామందికి తెలియదు, స్కిన్ ఈజ్ ద లార్జెస్ట్ ఆర్గన్ ఇన్ ద బాడీ which bears a lot of insults and injuries, and it has got a lot of several functions. It protects, gives shape, thermoregulates, and even excretion. ఇన్ని పనులు చేస్తుంది, కానీ మనం దాన్ని చాలా మంది నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేస్తుంటారు. When we joined dermatology, సరే, it was in almost 78-81. I have done my MD in dermatology in Andhra Medical College. అప్పటికి ఇన్ని మెడికమెంట్స్ కూడా లేవు. And even all my colleagues who were MBBS colleagues were wondering how you are almost sitting in the library and reading books. Patients, how they come or not, we never knew about it. Right. Anyway, simple infections, scabies, fungus, and bacterial infections, and sometimes ulcers in the leg. These are all being neglected by the people. They apply anything and everything even today. That is being probably awareness is there, but they spend for unnecessary things, unnecessarily medicaments. So allergy, and everything is allergy for them. Everything is allergy. So what allergy? That should be diagnosed and given good treatment. Then only they will be getting relief. Otherwise, I have been seeing so many people, fungal infections being aggravated by so much of medicaments, and they look very fair, like this gentleman who is sitting opposite to me, but they make a lot of inside. They make tinea corporis we call all over the body, all over the body. You will be wondering why this gentleman being educated. They don't know. They are not aware of it, or even if they are aware, they forget about it. Actually, spend so much of money for the wear, dressings and all that. It's a simple thing. Even our grandmother says it's a ringworm. It's a ringworm, but they neglect it. It's a small medicament which, if the antifungal, that will go immediately. You need not go for a systemic medicine also. But still, they apply anything and everything. Lot of steroids, as we were discussing. Steroids unnecessarily, over the counter, over the so-called best RMPs, and Netwiser friend, neighbor, so many things. They wear tight wears, which is not suitable for our country. We are in a humid country, so always cotton is always preferable, but they do neglect. So in this context, so that is about fungal infection. Even scabies also, communal living we call it. Nowadays, actually one stage we thought the scabies has been subsided, but the residential system of education has come. There, the children, they thrown together in the beds. So I don't know, Chaitanya, these are other institutes. So some 30 to 20 beds with the children in the intermediate level. So that's a growing age for them, and they don't know what is happening. They don't have time. Because they every week they have tests and all that. So they can't tell anybody, even if their colleague, their friend also. And moreover, I have been observing it. They are not giving outing to consult a doctor. I'm sorry for the state of affairs. Even I wrote to a principal one day. They are not wandering on the roads. They are coming to a doctor for their ailment. So let them get relieved. I don't know whether he has taken it in a good sense or not. Okay, and a lot of medical thing. There are a lot of combinations of medicines have come, which they are also troubling the people. So the steroids they apply topically, and there will be a temporary suppression. There will be a temporary suppression because the fungus grows again in the stream. So today they apply, tomorrow they think all right, then they will just ignore it. So ultimately they are the people who, so itching will be there, so they cannot resist, and ultimately they get a secondary infection and land in trouble. So usually we see such cases also. Even for the scabies also, secondary infection should be treated. But that is a practical equation. So pus and all that, pustules and all that. So that should be treated, and the primary should be. So the diagnosis is very important. That's why dermatologists are required. Because we had the ordeal of going through that cycle, almost as you mentioned, 5.5 years. 5.5 years medicine. Later on house agency for 1 year. We worked for an institution. At the same time, we learned at the stage, and going through the ordeal of again PG exam, joining dermatology. For 3 years to come, we worked together for a thesis also. Even I worked with leprosy when people were not aware. Then multi-drug therapy was on the anvil. I have worked for almost 3 years, myself and Ramchandra in Benares. So people were afraid to touch even leprosy cases. At that time, I was doing biopsy and fight for Augustine, and keeping the slides and show to the examiners when I was in the final year exam going. So those were the difficult days we passed through. And now, even today, if they are coming in that way, we feel a lot, because these young chaps, they have learned probably lasers and all that, cosmetic therapy and all that. We are all olden days, we are not doing it. So awareness should be created in the public. Even I addressed one of the schools in Rajahmundry itself, and told them, the children were very enthusiastic to know, and I have answered their questions long back.
ఉదయిస్తున్న సూర్యునితో ప్రభవిస్తున్న వార్తా ప్రపంచం ఈస్ట్ న్యూస్. ఉదయిస్తున్న సూర్యునితో ప్రభవిస్తున్న వార్తా ప్రపంచం ఈస్ట్ న్యూస్.